All right, so to start programming in C++, we're gonna get programming really quickly. But first, I want to show you, it's very complicated, how to get C++ on your computer. I have a computer here that doesn't have C++ on it. I've actually got a couple that I can walk you through. But it's very complicated to get installed, and I know that a lot of the places they say, well, download this and it'll all be better. Well, that's not always the case. So in this, I'm gonna kind of write a simple program for you, which I'm gonna have in the link below or in the description below. Just a simple program for you to paste in and to see if it works, to see if your compiler works, and if it doesn't work, you'll get errors. Now that's gonna bring me into my first kind of lesson in programming, the debugging, right? You're gonna download these things, you're gonna be like, what on earth do I do, right? It's not working, how can I fix it? That essentially is debugging, okay? And you're gonna be doing a lot of that as a programmer, or if you become a programmer, or even just learning to program, you're gonna be doing a lot of debugging. So, bear with me, let's get started. So, this is how we're going to install C++ and the IDE, the integrated development environment. Okay, that's what IDE stands for. You're going to see IDE a lot. Integrated development environment is what it stands for. There's a lot of ints in there. Sorry about that. So, here's what you're going to look up. We're going to look up code blocks. Okay, this is an open source program. It's great. It's not the best, but it's one that you can just use to get started. You're going to go here to the downloads link if you're on Mac or Windows. This is all the same. Okay, you want from the binary release. That means it's already been compiled, and it's going to be an exe there. Now, if you have Windows, you're going to download it here. If you've got Linux, you probably shouldn't be downloading it. You should just apt-get. It's way easier. If you have Mac, you're going to click on that link right there from SourceForge. It's going to download 5 seconds. It's a pretty quick download. It's a small program. Now, this is the one you're going to start off using. I do not recommend using this forever. It's really kind of a terrible program, but it will work. That's what we care about. We always want it to work. Show the Finder. All right. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna open. That's what we want to do. Alright, and this is going to take a while. Close all these things. Okay? So, the compiler we're going to use is what's called the GNU Gcc. I'll type that out for you. GNU Gcc compiler. Okay? You can read more about it if you want. But the GNU is basically, you see this thing right here? It's an animal called the GNU. Anyway, it's great. Okay. So, let's take a look. Anyway, you can't really download it from here. It's very complicated. You can download binaries. Is what I wanted. Okay, so as you can see, there's nothing great. DOS, AIX. Anyway, see, GCC is very old. It's old stuff. US, NetGo. Anyway, it's very complicated to try to install it from this. So code blocks does come with it typically. We're going to click on code blocks here. Alright. Don't give me Mac help, I don't care. Okay, we're going to open up Finder again in Downloads. Okay, we're going to see code blocks. Okay. We're going to move code blocks into the applications folder. That's what we're going to do. Okay, and then it should be under applications, which means you can click here. Should be able to. Come on. Let's open the applications folder. There we go. It's going to say it can't be done, so let's right click, open. open. It's going to take a while. It's going to set itself up. It's going to be, I don't know, maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes. It's going to jump up and down, and then it's going to have a little dot underneath it. Okay, so the sample program you're going to use, I'm going to open up a program that I can type in it. Alright. I'm going to kind of write it out for you, and I'll explain it as I go. This is Google Keep. It's a great little software thing. Okay, so we are going to hashtag include. Okay. This is it. I'm going to copy it here. But here's what it is, okay? Include IO stream, okay? This is your kind of your package manager, right? This is your app store for C++, or your Windows store, or your downloads, or applications folder, whatever. Okay, you're saying you're going to use whatever here is in this folder, okay? IO stream kind of does the standard in-out. That's what IO stands for. IO stream, I don't know what the stream means, but anyway. Cout is a program inside of IOStream. So yeah, that's how you can use that. Cout is your basic print statement. You're going to use this as using namespace standard, STD. Yeah, you can make the jokes, sexually transmitted diseases, whatever. Actually, those are called STIs now, sexually transmitted infections, just so you know. So it's not really even the same thing anymore. Okay, Int Main. This is, whenever you have a C++ program, it looks for this thing called int main. You need your main function here. Okay, this is very important. And it does whatever is in this, whatever is inside these two brackets is part of the main function. So you can see cout, hello world, and return 0. The reason you're going to return 0 is because it's an int main. This is how it does it. It tells the program that it's over and done. When it sees the return 0, it's like, oh, yep, I'm done. We're gonna stop now. So anyway, this is the sample program. Here we go. All right, look at that. So you're gonna look up compilers. It's gonna look here for all the compilers that it has. It's found 2. You're gonna use the GNU GCC that we talked about before. We're gonna set that as default and say OK. It's gonna open up the start page here in just a moment. While we're waiting, here we go. All right. So we are going to hit this here. We're going to hit an empty file, okay? We're going to paste in what we've made. You can, I don't know how I can get to paste. That's very sad for me. There's no paste. There we go. Paste. Okay. So here's a program. I'm sorry that's so small. I'll try to make it a little bit bigger. No. Really? No bigger? Anyway. Okay. I'm sorry it's so small, I can zoom in on it later, but okay, you've got this big old thing, so you need to save it, so Command S or Control S, whatever you're going to do. We'll save it as hello.cpp. Alright, and see how that made everything colorful? That's nice. That's just something that it does. Functions are going to be in green, text is going to be in blue, numbers are going to be in pink. Anyway, that's kind of how it goes. Now, remember, C++ is a compiled language. That means you have to compile the language. Now, see this little build thing here, this little gear? That's going to be your compiler. It's going to say, hey, we're going to compile. Whoa! Alright. And it's going to show some stuff down here. Great. It compiled. Looks like it's good. Now we hit run. Okay? Run. And here we have our terminal. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. So, here we have a problem. As you can see, it's not doing it correctly. I wonder why not. Okay. Now, this is what's called debugging. Okay, you've got a problem here. You've got to get it to work. Now, what do you do when you're debugging? That's a good question. Here's what you do. You do a lot of Googling. Okay, but it builds, you see how it builds alright? Yes, good. No errors. Does it really quickly. Okay, so, here's what we're going to do. We're going to run, we're going to run this, okay? Now we see what the error here is. Okay, no such file or directory. We're going to copy that. Okay, we're going to come here to Google. This is a very important thing to know how to do. Okay, how to diagnose your file. Okay, so let's type in C++, code blocks, Mac, run, error, no such file or directory. Okay, so it looks like there's a YouTube video about it. We could watch the YouTube video. We're not going to watch the YouTube video. I'm going to pause for right now. So there we go. Alright, so here's what I did. Here's what the issue was. Okay, when you make a hello world file, you can't have any spaces in the name. Okay, see hello world, and it was just trying to find hello.cpp. So whenever you make a file, you have to name it the right thing. And I'm sorry it took me so long. Okay, so here we have hello.cpp. Okay, you can use underscores. You can use camel case, which is where you have each word be consequently capitalized. Okay, so this is the function. It works. Let's look at it. I'm going to put a \n. It's a new line character. We're going to build. We're going to run. Look at that. Hello world. Boom. It said it. Look at that. It ran just as we wanted it to. Alright, thanks so much for watching this video. I know it was a bit long and a bit long-winded. I try to keep them under 5 minutes usually, and I promise I'll do that from here on out. Complicated process, but anyway, I'm glad we got through it. This is kind of how to set up this program, code blocks on a Mac. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope yours is working. If you have any questions or comments, I'd be glad to help you. Leave them below. Subscribe to my channel. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching.